Welcome to another episode of Rambling with Phil. In today's episode, we are installing solar panels on my 2005 Dodge Sprinter. This is just one of the many videos on my Rambling with Phil YouTube channel. So please go ahead and subscribe right now and ring that bell to be notified of new videos as they're released. Alright, so this battery is extremely heavy. I mean, it's like really heavy. My bad back. My old man Phil back. That's another. That is another YouTube channel. That's gonna hurt in the morning. It's gotta be 100 pounds. Old man Phil. Kinda old and tired. There's the battery. The seat can go all the way back. The only trouble is, where am I going to put all the other stuff that goes with it, like the controller and whatnot? So I'm thinking maybe we can put something up here. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure just yet. And of course I have to put some pieces of wood around it to keep it from sliding around. Alright, I have now completed my solar panel install. I have 2 solar panels on the roof. And I guess my neighbor is doing their lawn. So this is the hole in the roof that I cut. This is where the wires come in from the solar panels. These are the bolts that are through the ceiling that I drilled, and these hold down. So these hold down the solar panels, and the one in the middle, I actually used the same bolts to hold down the 2 panels. So I got one panel here and another panel there. So here's the Renogy AGM battery. This is what I got from the guy I bought the van from. It's 200 watt. He had bought all these things for the van, you know, the battery, these cables. I bought these bus bars myself. He had also bought this solar charge controller, and then this is the indicator panel. Not really sure if you can see very well, but there's a happy face, which means everything's good. Looks like my battery's filling up, which is good. You'll get this on-off switch here that disconnects the solar from the bus bar if I need to, for whatever reason. These wood panels that I have attached, or these pieces of wood that I have attached to the van, are actually these are recycled or reused, I guess. I actually got these pieces of wood from the coffins of Let's Head Wherever fame. I'm just kind of cheap, I guess, and you know, they were getting ready to do their full-time RV thing, and they had these wood shelves they were getting rid of, and I think they were free, don't remember, but I picked them up because I figured I could use them in the van somewhere. Actually thought I would be using them for cabinets or shelving or something, as opposed to this, but you know, hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Just to go over what I did here with the bus bar system. Basically, this bus bar is a way to get all the positive or red and negative cables all together so that they're all working off of this battery. And basically the negative is essentially your ground. So I basically drilled a hole in the frame, and I had to remove the paint to make sure that I have good connection, and I put a bolt into the frame in an unassuming location where I then I already had this cord that came with all the stuff that Dylan had sold to us. So we have ground, so that is then connected into here, and so this all the black is going to be off of that ground, and you know, we've got the bus bar here for that. And of course the battery is connected to it. The red, same deal. This is where your hot, this is your hot, I guess, your wire, or hot, I don't know, I'm not an electrician, but this is like the hot cable. So all the red, and you may be wondering, oh gee, this is a black cable, but I did put red on here, so you can see, hopefully. And see, well, I guess you can kind of see it. But basically the way the solar works is the wire comes in from the solar, and then it's got to be converted, and this is what this does. And so on this particular converter, you know, the wires come in at the bottom. So there's the symbol for the solar, and basically they're just, you know, bare wires. You can kind of see up under here, and they go in here, and there's like these screws that basically, you know, just clamp down on them. So these are the wires that come in from the solar panel, and then these are the two wires, positive and negative, that come out of here and go down to the battery. Now of course, rather than going to the battery and then going from the battery out to everything else, that's why we have these bus bars. So this goes, we have the negative that goes to the black bus bar, and then we have the red positive that goes to this switch that will that will disconnect all this solar stuff here from you know, all the red here, in case I need to, for whatever reason, I need to disconnect it. And the nice thing about this particular solar controller is that it's got this cable that runs, you know, to this display thing here that tells you that everything is good, tells you about your battery. Looks like we're filling up quite nicely, and you know, we've got charge coming in, and the main thing is, as long as there's a happy face, you're good. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I do have a fuse box for this, which will then come off of these bus bars, but I'm going to put like the fuse box here, and these will be all the 12-volt fuses, and that will then have wires going from here to, for example, my max air fan. So really what I'm going to be concentrating on next is getting the electric going. So basically, in case you're wondering, this is how I ended up attaching the solar panels to my roof. And basically I put the bolt through, as you saw, from the inside and threaded it upwards. And I used the double nut system, where first I fasten the bolt to the roof, and then I place the panel you know, onto the bolt, and then I put another nut on top of that. This is what it looks like on the one side. Might be able to see it a little better over here. Not sure. That's what it looks like. So that's pretty much, excuse my hair and my condition. Like I said, it's hot here in Florida. But so that's basically a rundown of my solar setup, and more to come as far as the electrical for the van. Thanks for watching this latest video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I try to release a new video once a week, so subscribing and ringing the bell will notify you as soon as a new video is released.